Hello and welcome back to my channel. So this is just an update video since I haven't done one. I don't even know how long it's been, but this is just an update on my pregnancy, and I am currently 38 weeks and 3 days along. And again, that is just an estimate. It's not a definite. Of course, that means that I have less than 2 weeks technically until baby is going to arrive or should be arriving, and I honestly feel like it could be sooner than the full 40 weeks, but again, that is just a guess date and I could go over. Not planning on it. I don't necessarily want to, but again, it is just a guess, and baby comes when baby is ready, and I know that. So this will probably be my last update. I am going to be recording and sharing my experience when I do go into labor and my birthing experience as well, so you can look for that. So as you know, if you watched my last video about my natural pregnancy, I am doing a home water birth, and I still have decided that that is the right decision for me. Everything has gone so smooth and I'm feeling super great, and I'm really excited to have this natural experience. Like I said in my last video, it is going to be a completely different experience than what I got to experience with my daughter. And for me, that's really exciting. I've had friends and family ask me if I am nervous to birth at home or without pain medicine or anything like that. And honestly, I'm not nervous. It is different, and I think that's the most, it's not really fear, but it's like the unknown. So when it comes from that standpoint, it's not about being scared or nervous. It's just knowing that it's going to be completely different, and I can't expect it to be like last time. I don't want to expect it to be like last time. I don't want it to be like last time. I honestly am hoping for a completely different experience, and I have been working on that within myself and being open and allowing myself to receive that experience. As I mentioned before in my last video, I'm going to keep referencing that because if you watched it, then you know what I'm talking about, and if you didn't, then you can just go back and I'll link it down below, or you can scroll back a few videos and watch it. But as I mentioned in my last video before, this pregnancy has been a very spiritual experience for me, and I do believe that pregnancy is one of the most altering experiences for a woman, and it's just amazing in every single way. And I know we experience, being uncomfortable and running to the bathroom 10 million times, and, a lot of different things that come with pregnancy, but it's such a gift and it's such a beautiful thing. And I know that a lot of women are dealing with infertility and conceiving issues, and it just makes me that much more grateful and thankful that I did not have to deal with that. And I just send out so much prayers and love for anyone who is dealing with something like that. That would be so devastating and heartbreaking for me. So again, I am just so grateful to have had this experience. And I know I had my daughter, and there was that 9-year difference, so I didn't know if I would experience it again. I didn't know if I would do it again, and I didn't know how it would be if I ever did. So being able to experience this now, I'm just really grateful. Like I have said before, I have had 0 ultrasounds, no scans of anything whatsoever. I have not even listened to the baby's heartbeat with a Doppler because, again, I have done my research and I'm not for those things. Maybe I will do a complete future video about that because I feel like it is just so important. It's such an important topic. And I didn't know much about it at all until I started looking into it, reading articles and studies, and it was just really, really shocking to me. So throughout my whole pregnancy, I have relied on how my body feels and my intuition, what my intuition is telling me about my body and my baby, and going off of how I feel on a daily basis. That's very important. If I had any concerns, or if I did have any concerns, I would address those. But again, I feel so lucky that, with my daughter, I didn't have any issues either, but I guess it's just like a completely different experience for me, and going through it this way, and not having an OBGYN and having all those blood tests and scans and blah 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 to give me that reassurance. This time I honestly didn't feel like I needed that because I felt and I do feel so in tune and connected with my body. I also wanted to give you guys some book recommendations. I'm in a few different Facebook groups, so I see a lot of women ask for book recommendations and give book recommendations as well. So I wanted to share a few of the books that I have gotten and read during my pregnancy. So this one is called Dr. Spock's Baby and Child Care. It is the 9th edition by Benjamin Spock, MD, and it has a lot of really great info in here, especially if you're a first-time mom and you need that, or you're looking for like nutrition advice, even if you're following a vegan diet. This MD, this doctor, does say that a well-planned vegan diet is sustainable for all ages of life, including pregnancy. This one comes recommended by a lot of people, and I really loved it. It's called Ina May's Guide to Childbirth by Ina May Gaskin. She has also Spiritual Midwifery and a few other books. I haven't gotten those. I thought if I was going to get at least one, it would be this one. And I read through it, and it's honestly so amazing, and there's so many other stories that she shares with you about different labors and births, and it's very inspiring, and it's just very feel-good. This has to be my favorite, if not very tied with one other book that I haven't mentioned yet, and it's called Unassisted Childbirth by Laura Kaplan Shanley, and it just talks about unassisted childbirth and free birth, and the information and knowledge in this book is just untouchable. It's absolutely amazing, and it changed my perception and opened my mind to so much. So honestly, like, if you're going to get a book, this is it. My other two books are actually holding up my camera because I cannot find my thing that goes on my tripod to hold my camera on it. So the other book is called Your Baby's Microbiome, and look it up. This is definitely a really amazing one as well. It talks about why vaginal birth is so important, breastfeeding skin to skin, and how all these initial things right from the get-go are working to create your baby's microbiome, and how gut health determines lifelong health. The next and last book that I'm going to recommend for now is called Sacred Birthing by Sunny Carl. This book is absolutely amazing if you're spiritual and if you want to learn more about that aspect. Definitely check it out. I'm not completely finished with it yet, but again, I'm going to recommend it because I absolutely love it. It's hot. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I am doing well. I feel really good. My plan is still to birth at home, and I will be sharing that with you guys. There's not much left to say, really. Just wanted to give you a little. So really quick, because my camera's about to die, I just wanted to say that there's still so much that I want to share. It's just so much, you know, to try to put in one video. So just be on the lookout for that. Again, I'm going to be sharing my birth story, and I'll be sharing more once the baby's here, and I definitely have found a new passion and love for educating women about pregnancy, labor, and childbirth. It's definitely something that I feel drawn to, and I've already had so many people reach out and tell me that I've inspired them or have taught them so much. So that makes me feel so good because I'm always looking out for new ways that I can give back and I can share and help others. So definitely look for more videos here in the near future. I am obviously going to be having a baby, but I'm not going to let that stop me from sharing what I love to share and do what I love to do. Again, if you want to keep up with me more on a daily basis, you can like my page rawreallove on Facebook or follow me at rawreallove on Instagram. And thank you guys so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and I will see you in the next video.